hang out with him at lunchtime. Or include your audio, Swanee. I have started the stream. Hold on, what? Flint just messaged my Instagram account saying, "This game, I swear to God." I don't know what he's... Oh, he's probably talking about the fact that Joshua Jack got in 5th place. But oh well. Okay, right, people are calling each other blind and stupid, so that's good. And Jake has left the session. Yeah,
oh,
it would be a good idea if you could get him back. What's just crashed?
My game.
Oh, oh my God. Nothing goes right, does it? I can handle it. It's just a bit like one problem after another, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, you'll be back in the league as co-owner like tomorrow because you're bored on your break. So. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, lovely. Okay.
Jake.
I'll introduce the stream now. Right, hello everyone. Well, I say that hello to 0 viewers. Yeah, it's on 0 viewers, but it's fine. So I'm kind of talking to myself. But yeah, hello everyone. Welcome along to GXL Tier 2 here in the Netherlands, where everyone wants to kill each other on this track. GXL Dragon has disconnected, and other things going on. But yeah, so we're here for what, round 3 of the championship. I don't know the championship standings. Oh no, that's not good. Good league owner right here. Tier 2 standing. Right, so yeah, Lucas, who's currently 2nd at the moment, is leading the championship with 28 points to his name, just ahead of Joshua Jack, who is slightly ahead of him at the moment as he exits the pit lane on your screens here. Yeah, so Jack has 26 points. He's 2 points behind. Original Blazers 3rd with 25 points off the back of his brilliant win last week, which shocked the whole community and the world. I think it's no understatement to say. But yeah, so, and he also did a shoey on his Instagram, so that was kind of mad. Flinny Esther's 4th for Red Bull. Not too much to say about him, I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of bad, but yeah. YOLO Boy is 5th for Ferrari, 6th is Bryony, 7th SDK Jake. Yeah. Do they? What? Oh shit. Okay, I've messed that up.
Oh, we got yellow flags in sector 2.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh no, okay.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. Oh my God. They do have 3 drivers. Oh no. Oh, okay.
God, Williams are reflecting their real life pace here.
They kind of are. Magma Beast and Shark. Shark didn't even check in, so I wasn't expecting him to turn up today. So yeah. Then what? There was 19 at one point, but then one of the Ferrari drivers had to pull out last minute.
One of the 3?
Was born in Shanghai, also had to pull out last minute. Gamer Boy, don't know what's happened to him. He's dead. Yeah. For whatever reason, as HS Reddit goes fastest. I think that's it. Can't think of anyone else that screwed us over last minute, so. Yeah, that I don't know why he did that, to be honest. But yeah, that was strange. I haven't seen him race for quite a while, to be fair. So oh, okay. Has he changed his name or something? Because I don't remember seeing him last week. Oh, that's him. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay. All right then. So okay, I can take him off the grid then. Well, we have 8 viewers, so some people have seen it. Oh, okay, Gamer Boy's here now. Right, so we got 18. Gamer Boy was having his dinner. So, all right. Well, yeah, as long as everyone doesn't crash into each other, I will be pretty happy with this. As GXL Hallam gets their 5 seconds. As I say that, God, people don't crash into each other. And then what do? They crash into each other. So, Hallam and Charlie. Yep. Yeah. I mean, Jack at the start hit Flynn. So, and that was his fault. I don't think he knew Flynn was there. But it was Flynn that got the 5th place, not Jack. So, a bit unlucky there. Probably, maybe a couple of. We got. Let me have a look. I'm looking. 8. That's decent. Yeah, not too far away from 100. What's the best ever viewer count we've had on a GXL stream? Right. Well, this is a bit far off that, but it's not too bad. So now we got 18 drivers. Gamer Boy has finally picked a car. I mean, the fact that like we nearly had a full grid tonight, like that would have been nice. If not Shiv Shangani, because he's just actually, as I say that, he's just retired. If Born in Shanghai didn't have his mum tell him to get off last minute, then we'd have 19, and then Swinners 28, who was supposed to be driving for Ferrari tonight, his mum also said that he couldn't drive tonight. So we would have had a full grid, but this is okay. This isn't too bad. So I'm gonna open the GXL stream on my laptop now so I can monitor it. F1GXL race. While I'm doing that, feel free to talk. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Alright. Swanee, where are you? Are you here? He's not here. Bro. He didn't even say anything. Alright. Well, at least hopefully he'll come back, as we're up to 11 viewers now. So, great stuff. If you are viewing the stream, feel free to say something in the stream chat box thingy, because I will read it and reply to it, unless it's something like really bad. Then I won't reply to it, but I probably will. No, not really. I mean, the qualifying is kind of, we're still setting everything up. Yeah, I mean, the qualifying's kind of on in the background in a way, but it's not too bad. Well, we're in the final 30 seconds now, so this is when everything gets a bit more exciting, and I will go into extremely good commentator mode, unless we have a timing glitch, which is always so annoying. But yeah, hopefully we don't, as all the drivers cross the line to begin their final flying laps. We've got yellow flags in sector 2. What's that? That's F1 Union going very slowly. I'm not quite sure why, as Joshua Jack goes fastest now for Renault, or even faster than his previous time with a 108.9. HS Redders is trying as well though, and he is only half a tenth down, so this could still be HS Redders' pole position, but we'll have to see. Gamer Boy's finished, so he will be starting 18th as HS Redders has crashed. Has he? Well, no, I imagine he got invalidated, so yeah, that is it for him. Who will be next across the line? It will be Briney, followed by, is that Shark? Oh, no, it will be Magma Beast right after him. So, okay, Briney out the final corner for Red Bull, opens the DRS. Actually, I think he might be starting it. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, so he doesn't improve. Kian Reynolds is also finished behind him. Did he? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a very big issue. I switched to him just as he straight lined like the final quarter. So yeah, have we got anyone else trying? Original Blazers is backwards, so he won't be improving. And I think that is it, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I think everyone is finished. So that is it then. Joshua Jack on pole position then with a 108.9, which is a decent lap for Tier 2. But yeah, anything you want to comment on, Taylor? Are you done with the Twitch bot now? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he's probably the best person to go to, so hopefully he can get that fixed then. But so here is the grid. Yeah, 2 drivers got 5 places, so they will be starting 5 places lower than where they've qualified. Yeah. I just need something to say. I really wish Swanee had not just like gone away without saying anything, but it's okay. Look how close it is between the top 2, I've just noticed. 35 milliseconds between them. That is very, very close. The qualifying grid. Why do you need the qualifying grid? Oh, okay. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know. He didn't. Usually if he goes, he says something first, but oh well. It's okay. He got us 2 still. I'm just looking in the chat to see if anyone's beefing with anyone. Yep, Charlie's beefing with Redders. Okay, well, it wasn't completely Redder's fault because he was an AI, so that's okay. And he takes the blame, so that's also okay. Anyone else trying to kill anyone? Hallam said, Kian, what are you doing? Then Kian said, what are you doing? Oh well, overall, I don't think absolutely everyone is angry. I did put on the formation lap, yeah. So away we go then to start the formation lap, and I will now go through the grid. Actually, no, I'm going to tell them all to be clean first, because that's going to make a big difference. Good luck, everyone. Please be clean, or I will cry. Okay, right then. So Joshua Jack, the roadman himself. Even though he did say he's not a roadman in my recent DMs, I will still call him a roadman. He starts on pole position ahead of HS Redders, the Tier 1 reserve. In Tier 2, as pretty much always. Lucas, the championship leader, starts from 3rd on the grid today, just ahead of this man, the celebrity Instagram page with 4,000 followers, F1 Union. He starts 4th ahead of Bryony in the Red Bull, who starts just ahead of Kian, who, just as I go to him, gets disqualified, so we can't look at him. 10. Shiv Shangani starts 7th for Haas, his 2nd season. With Haas, been with them all his career as far as I know. He starts just ahead of last week's race winner, Original Blazers, who starts from 8th. Flinny Esther starts 9th for Red Bull. He got a 5-place grid penalty in qualifying because Joshua Jack killed him. EXFL Charlie starts 10th for McLaren. Had a bit of contact in the qualifying session with GXL Hallam. They both said to each other, what are you doing? They weren't too happy. Y2004 DTI starts 11th for Ferrari, ahead of Shark in the Williams, as McLaren's going up the inside of someone on the formation lap. Don't know why that's happening. Toxic Squid starts 13th for Haas. GXL Hallam, 14th after his 5-place grid penalty. The Magma Beast, the reserve on his GXL debut, starts 15th ahead of SDK Jake, who's disconnected actually, so we need to get him back in. He starts ahead of GXL Dragon, and GXL Dragon is feeling quite ill actually, so he may not be on form today. He starts ahead of, last but not least, Gamer Boy, the absolute sensation. And Kian got disqualified for trying to start his stream, but okay, the lights are coming on now. Nothing. Yep, love to see it. SDK Jake has gone because he is an AI, so that's just a little bit more confusing, I suppose. And I believe the revs are rising, so imagine that there are 5 lights And away we go for GXL Tier 2 here in the Netherlands. It's a good start from HS Redders. No, it's not. It's a really good start from Lucas. He's going around the outside of HS Redders through turn 1. Pink Mercedes versus black Mercedes. Please don't kill each other, lads. And they're still going side by side into turn 4. Little bit of contact. HS Redders goes quite wide, but Lucas just about gets the drive, and I think he's going to get this position. Or not, actually. HS Redders is still trying to hold this. He goes very, very wide. He's off of the track almost. He's still... Oh! Massive moment there. HS Redders straight over the road. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He resets the track and Gamer Boy is retired. I think he's crashed. Yeah, it looks like he has crashed, so I'm not sure what's happened there. So, and we got a virtual safety car. It was. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm not completely sure. The camera angle didn't fully show it. I'm not sure. To be honest, I mean, it always seems like it's gonna end badly if you're going side by side through there, and it looks like Gamer Boy. Not sure what happened to him, and he's probably not too happy because he rushed his dinner to actually get here, and he's out on the first lap. Yeah, as actually here comes EXFL Charlie on Bryony into turn 1. Bryony is not going to let this go for the life of him. Holds it round the outside of turn 1. Now we're on our run up to turn 4. Inside line for Bryony, and it looked like a little bit of contact between him and Charlie, but Bryony stays ahead for the time being. So, or does he actually? EXFL Charlie still hanging on in there and still trying to go. It's like a HS Redders and Lucas moment from lap 1, and just like that, it's nearly ended in tears. But it looks like Bryony is just about going to stay ahead of EXFL Charlie, but that was very, very close to death for both drivers, I think. But luckily they haven't chosen death, and they're still going as Kieran Reynolds has spun. Oh, what's up? Would you say that was Shark's fault or racing incident? Oh, right, okay, well that's good. And I've just learned that Gamer Boy actually crashed on his own, so no one took out him. So that's also great. As is SDK... Oh no, for a second I thought SDK Jenkins was driving again because he set the fastest lap of the race. As Swanee's now left as well, love to see it. As position change there between Fliniesta and Shiv Shangani into turn 1. Fliniesta just about ahead of Shiv Shangani in the Haas, so Fliniesta not too far away from his Red Bull teammate Bryony. Red Bull doing quite a good couple of opening laps there. Overall, it's not too bad, as SDK Jake is now being overtaken by all of the real life drivers as Swanee leaves the party. I'm gonna rant to him later on. And meanwhile, the battle for the lead is very, very close at the moment. Joshua Jack and Lucas, 3/10 between them, and DRS is enabled now. So yeah, Lucas will be closing up as in the... okay, that's just a position change between Jake because he's slipping down now. But yeah, so as actually that's still SDK Jake dropping down the order. It's nearly a move there from Shark. Where did he start? Oh, what's happened to Lucas? What's happened to Lucas? Sorry to come across you there, Taylor. Lucas, that was weird. I'm not sure what's happened. I think that's a front wing change for Lucas. But he's lost an M plate, so I'm not sure what's happened there. But that is Lucas in on lap 4. So what happened there? Did you see? Oh, right. Well then, so we'll see if anything happens in the steward's room after the race concerning that. But meanwhile, it has left Joshua Jack in the lead now by 8/10 of a second. So F1 Union is now the new challenger for the lead. He's just about within the DRS of Joshua Jack in front of him. So it's not over yet. Joshua Jack isn't going to have it easy, I don't think, unless He has some extremely good pace, and I think F1 Union is just about going to stay in that DRS, so he should close up a little bit down the straight. And actually, he hasn't, so he hasn't got the DRS. He is within a second. Oh, no, okay, he hasn't got it, no. So F1 Union, 7/10 between him and Joshua Jack, so he could be sizing up a move on him very, very soon. 2 Red Bulls now running 3rd and 4th after all these incidents have happened, and meanwhile, in the background, nearly 3 wide there between GXL Hallam, HS Redders and Toxic Squid, but they're still going side by side, and now Toxic Squid is getting involved as well. My God, that was very, very close. A little bit of contact between them, but no front wings getting thrown around, and it's ended up with GXL Hallam leading this 3-car squabble. HS Redders right on his back wheels, and nearly has an incident that he had with Lucas on the first lap. As speaking of which, Magma Beast and GXL Dragon have spun round. What's happened there? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, yeah, definitely. Whoa, it's HS Redders! Oh my God! Did you see that? There was some Tokyo drift there from HS Redders. Nearly spins around. Now he's on the grass, trying to go all the way around the outside of Toxic Squid into the chicane. He's got the inside line now, and he's just about going to edge ahead of Toxic Squid in the Haas, but Toxic Squid doesn't look like he's going to let it go, and I think he has. Yes, I would imagine that's I could be wrong, but that could be on purpose. And he hasn't. He'll probably get. Yeah, he's been disqualified. So that shouldn't be a safety car. I don't think safety cars get deployed for disqualifications. So we should be okay to continue racing then. Do have yellow flags, but I think they should get cleared away very soon. So that's all right then. Original Blazers isn't too far away from EXFL Charlie, so we could see a couple of position swaps here. But we'll have to see. So EXFL Charlie, after his brilliant start, has kind of dropped off the top 4 a little bit. Bryony is on the back of F1 Union now. Joshua Jack has gotten away up the road a little bit, so F1 Union won't have the DRS to help him. Well then, so that is confirmation that Joshua Jack is definitely much faster than F1 Union then. If F1 Union is burning his ERS to just stay close to Joshua Jack, so... Looks like they are DRS enabled for both of them, so it will be a little bit difficult. As in the background, GXL Hallam and HS Redders going side by side. Don't know where to look. And looks like Shark is just about going to hold it all the way around the outside. A little bit of contact there. GXL Hallam now trying to get involved. He has the inside line for turn 3, but turn 4 will become the outside line. Unless he can send it all the way around the outside, I think that's not going to be a position change, or maybe it will actually. GXL Hallam getting brilliant traction out of turn 4. A little bit of contact between them. But I think GXL Hallam is just about going to edge ahead of Y2004 DTI. So good move there. Well, decent move, I suppose. A little bit of contact between them, but overall, not too bad. GXL Hallam up into 9th. HS Redders, good opportunism there from the Mercedes driver. He's up into the points-paying positions then after his lap 1 collision. Those soft tyres working very, very nicely for him indeed. Did he make a pit stop, HS Redders? I don't think he did. Oh, okay, so that... No, he did see he had the collision with Lucas. So that's why he dropped down. But I don't think, somehow, I think he avoided a front wing damage. So he's still out there and going fairly strong as he's going to be sizing up a move on GXL Hallam fairly soon as GXL Dragon gets a time penalty. What happened? Oh, yes, he has. So I think F1 Union must have made a mistake there, maybe. Unless he got him into turn 1, I didn't quite see. As Shiv Shangani and Sharkhill going side by side. Oh, Sharkhill's in the wall. Oh dear. So that is front wing damage for the Williams driver. He will be pitting on this lap. Difficult start for him. I think it was a pretty difficult qualifying for him as well. So, yeah. That was a collision with Shiv Shangani, I think. But to be honest... It might not have been. It looked 50-50. They were going side by side through like that little complex after turn 1, so it's always going to be difficult going side by side through there. But yeah, I think we should probably Oh, okay. Magma Beast's wheel disconnected, so that's why he. Fair enough. I was thinking maybe we should wait, like maybe because we only do penalty points, maybe it would be wise to implement time penalties because maybe that would deter people a little bit more. That should be common sense, really. But it does make it more complicated, yeah. 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 If we could get more stewards, then definitely. But yeah, for the time being, I suppose, we stick with the penalty system that we have. But yeah, hopefully not too many other people crash into each other. So yeah, hoping. No, not really. Apart from the shark incident, Magma Beast and GXL Dragon. What else? Lucas having that incident, but I don't know what happened. Iniesta. Was he? How do you know? How do you know? Oh, okay then. Alright. Fair enough then. So yeah. Oh. Lovely. Okay. Great. Alright, so I'll be commentating about 26 laps by myself then. But yeah, I don't struggle with it, it's just boring. So yeah. You know, I'm struggling to agree with that, considering we're 11 laps in and he hasn't rejoined, so. Yeah. Because turn one is, I think it's quite, a couple of corners on this track actually, they're quite weird because you can take multiple lines through them and they'll still be pretty quick. So it's just a bit of a struggle to know where to go to get round someone. No, definitely not, and especially since there's that curb on the inside, which if you touch it too much, as Joshua Jack gets a 3-second time penalty, if you touch that inside curb too much, then you will be spinning round fairly quickly. So, yeah, and same with turn 4, and then this corner that we're going through right now, which I believe is turn 13. The curbs at this track are just very lethal. Yeah, so Joshua Jack, the race leader, pits on lap 12 for the hard compounder tyre. There is two main strategies around here. Soft hard and medium soft, I believe. But I'm not completely sure. That was what I was told by someone, but I don't know. As in the background, Iniesta and the XFL Charlie are also in for the same hard tyres, sorry. Bryony and Original Blazers stay out to take the top two positions. HS Redders right on the back of Original Blazers for P2 right now. So these guys will be losing time on these older compounded tyres. But HS Redders, this is a battle for on-track position. Red light flashing for Original Blazers. HS Redders looking for it round the outside. That's never going to work there, my friend. So he has to stick behind for a little bit longer. Pink Mercedes versus black Mercedes, but it is equal cars, so doesn't really make much of a difference anyway. As we make our way through, what corner is this? 11. It's dead. Yeah, it's very dead. I mean, yeah, but oh well, I think it's alright. There's not really a massive interest in realistic F1 tiers. I think it's not that people don't always like them. HS Redders and Original Blazers are actually staying out quite a bit longer than I expected. We saw Bryony pit on that lap, so HS Redders is now the leader of the race, but he does need to make a pit stop. Joshua Jack in third is the actual leader. Oh. Okay. Goodbye, Taylor. Thank you. Thank you, I will. See ya. Right then, so that's just me on my own then, commentating the rest of this race, which we're not quite halfway through. 36 laps, so it's half of 36. Honestly, my maths isn't good, so I'm not completely sure. But yeah, so right now, the top two is HS Redders and Original Blazers. Let's see if HS Redders pits on this lap then. The Mercedes driver is Charlie's left the session. Actually, I need to get him back in. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where is Charlie? Where is Charlie? XFL Charlie. Invite to game. There we go. Invited him back already. So he should be back as Original Blazers and HS Redders do pitters on the track. We have Bryony and Y2004 DTI. Oh, that was close. A little bit of contact between them, but luckily they do both stay pointing in the right direction, and Bryony keeps P2 for the time being, as in the background F1GXL is right on the back of F1 Union. And speaking of F1 Union, he's now going for a move on Y2004 DTI, and sensationally, that was very, very brave, gets ahead of Y2004 DTI and up into third place. Very nice move there from Jaden, aka F1 Union, in the Alfa Romeo. He is now back on the podium, and that is the legitimate podium, I believe. As actually Y2004 and F1GXL now going side by side. So let's see, can the Red Bull driver get superior traction around the outside? And the answer to that is very, very much yes, as we come into the chicane now. Y2004 DTI thought about it, but didn't go for the move. So F1GXL stays in fourth position, just ahead of Y2004 DTI and just behind F1 Union. Let's see, why are the gaps not on? Okay, alright, that's weird. Hopefully they'll come back on fairly soon as we come back to this battle. Lucas and HS Redders. HS Redders must have passed him in. Lucas must have passed him in the pit lane, I guess, because I didn't see any on-track swapping of positions, as the gaps are thankfully coming back now. So we have a little bit more information. But yeah, so Lucas is now ahead of HS Redders again. But they have gone for different strategies actually. So HS Redders have gone for medium, so that is probably a two-stop. But I don't know for sure. Actually, it could be a one-stop. It's possible, as he nearly sizes up a move on Lucas there. Lucas has gone for hards, so yeah, it's interesting. This track is fairly high wear. I think it's a bit in the middle. It's definitely not low wear, like Silverstone, for example. I mean, the wear is kind of weird at tracks on this game, but yeah. I did a league race not too long ago. It was actually earlier today, and I thought the wear was quite high, so but the softs can last quite a way, like 15 laps or so. So, yeah, what else is going on? Not much as far as I can see. Toxic Squid and Kian Reynolds on your screens here. They're running on 12th and 13th, not too far away from each other. Toxic Squid on 1 lap old hards compared to Kian Reynolds on 10 lap old softs. So those softs should be going off fairly quickly, as Y2004 DTI has now gone into the pits, and he is now going onto the hard compounded tyres to the end. So 20 laps to go on those hards, and he will rejoin just outside the points, as actually at turn 1, EXFL Charlie's been spun round. What's happened there? I wonder if that could have been contact with GXL Hallam. Not completely sure, as in the back, actually no, Kieran Reynolds into the pits for mediums, so he will rejoin in 15th position. So, but he should be pretty fast now on a fresh set of medium tyres, so hopefully he can make his way back up the order. Not really much else going on. F1GXL and F1 Union are pretty close together, but they're both running on very low amount of ERSs. That's definitely a warning for F1GXL. That was all four wheels off of the track. So yeah, Fliniesta could be sizing up a move here on F1 Union down this next straight. So let's see. He will have DRS, of course, uses the very, very last of his overtake. That's a bit of a weird point, actually, before he even deployed his DRS. So F1 Union knows he's there. He goes defensive. Fliniesta looking for it down the inside. F1 Union leaves him room as HS Redders now sets the fastest lap of the race. That proves his pace. But F1 Union stays ahead of Fliniesta for the time being. Just going to check the Discord, see if anyone else is angry. Not as far as I can see, which is nice. SSR Hamilton says, F1 Union, do you know what ERS saving is? Oh, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. But, like, yeah, I mean, to be honest, not many of these drivers are that good at saving the ERS. They're all quite aggressive, I think, which is probably how most of the incidents happen. But yeah, so, I mean, to be honest, Fliniesta, who we're looking at right now, isn't too much better. They're both around the same. What about Bryony up the road a little bit? What's he on? He's on 23, so he's a little bit higher than these two. But overall, the ERS saving is not that great. Just looking at Discord real quick. Sorry if I go a little bit quiet. Actually, I will look at the screen. Here comes Fliniesta on F1 Union into turn 1. The Red Bull driver looks to the outside, tries to hang it all the way around the outside. That would be brilliant if he can do it. And he's got very, very good drive out of turn 1. Gives his rival a little bit of a nudge. And Fliniesta is up into 3rd place ahead of F1 Union. So now Red Bull have 2 cars on the podium once again. Bryony and Fliniesta on the podium, but for how much longer, because F1 Union is now attempting to go round the outside of Fliniesta, but backs out of that fairly quickly, because I think that would have probably ended in massive carnage. But yeah, so Fliniesta stays in 3rd position ahead of F1 Union. Just looking at Discord again, sorry. Okay, looking at the screen once again. Let's have a look at HS Redders. HS Redders have got past Lucas. If I didn't already see that, I'm not sure. But HS Redders on those mediums is moving at an extraordinarily fast. Jeez, I can't speak, but he's moving very fast at the moment as he's gaining on these two in front of him. F1 Union and Fliniesta. That could have been a warning for him. Actually, it looked like he had 4 wheels on the curb, but I mean, he probably gained absolutely 0 time out of it. But Codemasters, you know. As we ride on board with him through turn 1. Let's ride on board with him for the entire lap, because I don't think I've done that all race. As we go through this fast left-right section into turn 4, which is very, very banked, as you can see. If you can get a good exit out there, you should be pretty okay, as that Shiv Shangani facing the wrong way. I wonder if he collected the curb or has had contact with someone. I thought he was running in a bit of no man's land there, Shiv Shangani. But yeah, so not good stuff there, and he's probably going to be overtaken by Y2004 DTI very, very soon. So yeah, as we're going to go back to HS Redders now, is that F1 Union disconnected? Yes, it is! Oh no, he's lagged, or is he? Wait, is he still here? They're going side by side. I think no. Wait, this is confusing now. Okay, F1 Union had a Wi-Fi moment there, but he is back, I believe, so he will continue, but he has lost a position to HS Redders on lap 20 of this race, so 16 laps to go. Can he get that back? Will he get that back? I think he will, because I think HS Redders will probably have to pit again, but it's not out of the question that he could go to the end. It would probably be fairly close, but yeah, we'll see, I suppose. Not a lot going on, if I'm honest. We'll have a look at here as Shiv Sangani comes into the pits to change that front wing. That's a shame, actually, because he was doing really well with his ERS saving. Look at that, 100%. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So both Hasses now outside of the points. Toxic Squid now the lead Hass on the hard competitor tyre. See if he can catch up with the XFL Charlie. He does have Sharky for company, though, right behind him. So, yeah. SDK Jake running as an AI. Yeah, I'm going to ride on board with him, actually. See if this is an AI or if it's just a ghost. This doesn't look... Oh, no, that is definitely an AI. There is no driver in the world that drives that slowly. I mean, if that isn't an AI, then I've probably just offended him. But I don't think it is, so that's fine. As we're now looking at the 2 Red Bulls. Fliniesta is gaining on Briney. I think he's within the DRS of his teammate. So it looks like he wants to get past in the near future, but we'll have to see. I don't think they are in a party together, Briney and Fliniesta. I believe they're the constructors' leaders at the moment, so this will be a very, very nice injection of points for their championship. But we'll have to see. If they crash into each other, then that will all be wiped out very quickly. But yeah, hopefully we don't see that. But we'll have to see, I suppose. Briney is staying ahead for the time being, and HS Redders is gaining on them as well, as we've now got 15 laps to go. Oh my god, is that Joshua Jack? Joshua Jack has spun! Joshua Jack spins from the lead! I think he'll just about to be able to hold the lead, but that has brought his lead down significantly. I think he must have caught the curb on the inside and he's just spun round. So Joshua Jack spinning out on lap 21, but luckily for him, he got going just quickly enough to stay ahead of Briney in second, but the gap is much, much less than it was before. So yeah, and obviously the two Red Bulls will probably be fighting fairly soon. As you can see, Fliniesta gaining down the main straight with the DRS. Neither of these two have got much ERS to play with, so it'll be interesting to see. But hopefully they don't crash into each other and wipe out all their points, as Y2004 gets a 3-second time penalty. Not too many drivers running with time penalties at the moment, which is good to see, considering it's very, very difficult to get a time penalty at this track. But yeah, is this 3 cars battling? I believe it is. No, it's not. It's SDK Jake's AI, Kian Reynolds, and GXL Dragon. So GXL Dragon's very, very safe from an attack there. As we look back now to the battle for P2, look at how close HS Redders is to the back of Fliniesta, as we're now up to 13 viewers actually. That's pretty good. Hello to all of the new people that have joined. Hope you're having a good night. As you can see here, Fliniesta and Briney fighting it out for P2, the two Red Bulls. We've seen them come together before, I believe, so hopefully we don't see that again, but we'll have to see what happens on this particular occasion. It looked like Fliniesta ran ever so slightly wide out of turn 15. That could have given him a warning, but here he comes then on his teammate Briney. You can see the red light flashing on his teammate's car. He looks for it down the inside. Briney gives him room, and Fliniesta just about forced Briney to go into a wide line there. But he wasn't alongside, so yeah, luckily they didn't make contact though, as I believe GXL Dragon has just spun round, possibly what Joshua Jack did on the previous lap, but I'm not completely sure. GXL Dragon said he wasn't feeling too well before this race begun, so that could be affecting him at this point, but we'll have to see. He's currently running 14th and a fair way outside the points, but hopefully he doesn't give up, as that is a bit of wing damp. What are you doing, Kian? What is he doing? Okay, and he is retired, and that is a safety car. So that shakes things up, and that's going to be a penalty for Kian Reynolds, because that is definitely an intentional crash. So I'm not sure why he did that, because he... all right. Well, that will be a big penalty for him. But we now have 13 laps to go, and the safety car is deployed. Right then, so that will bunch everyone up again. Said he couldn't be bothered. Great. As Joshua Jack is in, so he pits. The two Red Bulls are double stacking. They're going to lose a lot of time then. HS Redders will probably jump Flynn now, as they all go onto the soft compounder tyres. And yes, HS Redders does jump Flynn, who is still sitting there in his pit box. That is the struggle with double stacking. SSL Hamilton says he wants to join. All right, and as GXL Halam gets a 5 second for speeding in the pit lane, but I will invite SSL Hamilton just to keep me awake a little bit. So yeah. Right then, so I will now invite Harrison so he can join the party. Right then, so if you are just joining us, as HS Redders gets a 5 second for crossing the pit lane line. Oh dear. Alright then, so that is interesting. But yeah, at least Kian Reynolds is accepting the penalty. I think he knows what he did wrong. But yeah, so hello, Harrison. Yes, it is you. I don't think you can't include your audio though, can you? Because you're on Xbox app. I'm not that bored. But like, just like point out things, because obviously like the stream can't hear you, so it would be a bit awkward talking to you. So, all right. Well, we have 12 laps to go here at Zandvoort. Joshua Jack leads the way, but he does have a time penalty actually, whereas Bryony doesn't. HS Redders also has a time penalty, so the 1-2 at the moment is Bryony and F1 Union. So that will be interesting, I suppose. That would be an interesting top two, as Harrison has now joined the lobby then to spectate in a bit more real time. But yeah, so... Oh yeah, why? That's interesting actually. Don't know why they've gone for mediums. Bryony's gone for mediums. Joshua Jack's soft. HS Rid is also soft. Yep, so... Yeah, I guess they just don't realise how long the softs can actually go for at this track. But yeah, so it should be safety car in this lap, I believe, as Bryony and HS Ridders go nearly side by side there, but not too much, thankfully. So we're just waiting for GXL Dragon. Yeah, just GXL Dragon, and then when he catches up, that will be when we can confirm the safety car is coming in this lap, and he's not too far away, so we should be getting going very, very soon, as Joshua Jack nearly runs into the back of the safety car there. He's running very, very close to it. Safety car is a bit like a brick wall in this game, so if you hit it, then yeah, not really. Yeah, yeah. If you hit that safety car at enough speed, then you will definitely be losing a wheel. But the safety car is fine. I'm pretty sure that the safety car is just made out of like some indestructible metal or something. Exactly. But yeah, so it should be, yeah, safety car in this lap. So that is the safety car running away from the field then as it goes through Sector 3. Joshua Jack will be restarting us as we go on to lap 26. 10 laps to go. The gloves will be fully off. So let's see. Well, I can confirm that is not correct because he's running 12th at the moment and in the mid-pack. So right then, as Joshua Jack gets ready to restart this race, and he has gone now as Lucas has got a time penalty for a collision with F1GXL, so that's not good. I think Joshua Jack's gone too early. He has, so he's been hit with the limiter. This is going to cause chaos now. It's just the same as last week. Who is going to come out on top of this lead? HS Red, oh my god, 3 wide for the lead into turn 1. Joshua Jack has the inside line. HS Red is trying to hold it all the way around the outside. He's just about kept a wheel in there. Let's see who is going to come out on top of this one. HS Red has the inside line into turn 4. A little bit of contact there. Joshua Jack runs wide, but when he gets back onto the racing line, HS Redders takes the lead of Tier 2 here at the Netherlands. So HS Redders, the new leader of the race, as Sharky has had an incident. He is spun round. Oh dear, oh dear. That is definitely not good. That's not his first spin this race as far as I know. Joshua Jack slots into second place. Bryony's been passed by HS Redders as well. There's been a big collision at the back. F1GXL is now spun round, and GXL Dragon, I believe, has been involved in that. So, dear, oh dear, that is not good. So that is damage for both of them as GXL Dragon runs a little bit wide there onto the grass, but I don't think he'll be caring too much as we will make our way through turn 13. Other than those incidents, it looked to be okay. Yeah, that's true. Blazers could get another podium here. He's one of the few drivers that haven't got a time penalty, as HS Ridders now sets the fastest lap of the race. He wants to get away on those soft compounder tyres. But yeah, we'll have to see. The two racing points running very, very close together at the moment. So on time penalties, wait, let's have a look at actually how many time penalties people have. 8 seconds for HS Ridders, but 5 of those were for crossing the pit lane line, so that could be removed, but I'm not sure. Joshua Jack 3 seconds. So currently the top 3 would be Bryony, Josh, and F1 Union. So that would be a fairly interesting top 3. So but yeah, we'll have to see how it all pans out. We've still got 9 laps to go, so it could all change. But we'll have to see. I mean, we could still have a safety car in 9 laps, so we'll have to see how it all pans out. Not really too much else going on. Yeah, a lot of these drivers aren't very good at ERS saving, as yeah, 16% after like 2 racing laps after the safety car. But yeah, deploying it there down the small back straight as well. Not ideal, I don't think, but it's definitely possible. He's just set his fastest lap, his second fastest lap in a row. So HS Redders, after spinning out at the start of this race, back into the lead of this race. He does need to find a couple of seconds worth of time though, but he does have the time to do it. And he's got a good amount of ERS as well. So yeah, I mean, Joshua Jack has just got no answer for this pace at the moment. He's being left behind a little bit. But Joshua Jack, another driver which is pretty decent at saving the ERS. Bryony and F1 Union on 11 and 3%, so not quite as good. Oh, that is a big spin in the background. That's Lucas. Lucas off the road. So that is luck in the racing point. I wonder what happened there. So yeah, I saw in the background him just... Did you see what happened, Harrison? Yeah, definitely. And is Lucas is a wheel by the looks of it. So yeah, I mean, it's very easy to do that on controller, I think, as I found out in ABS tier 2 today. But yeah, there is quite a lot of corners at this track where you can just easily spin it on your own, and I think Lucas has just proven that. But it's been a bit of a disastrous race for him, unlike his teammate Original Blazers, who is looking for his second podium in a row. He's right on the back of GXL Hallam at the moment, so I mean, it's not out of the realms of possibility that he could get into the top 3 on time penalties, but we'll have to see, because HS Redders is looking very, very fast at the moment. So too is Joshua Jack. They are leaving the rest of the grid fairly behind us. Actually, no, Bryony and F1 Union are sticking with Joshua Jack. It's mainly HS Redders who is driven off into the distance, as Fliniester has rejoined now. Not sure why, because I mean, his AI is quite a long way off the field now, unfortunately, which is a shame, because he unfortunately had to double stack under the safety car. Then because Josh went too early, he got hit with the limiter, and then it just caused a cascade of incidents. And Fliniester ended up with wing damage. So yeah, I do feel a bit sorry for him, but Blazers would be 4th, so I'm sure Kieran wouldn't be too unhappy with that. 4th place, 12 points. That's definitely not a bad result. Obviously not quite as good as his result last week, but still pretty decent. And he's on the back of GXL Hallam at the moment, so he could get 5th on the road. He has got the DRS on the Renault in front of him, but GXL Hallam's just about got the edge over him down this straight, as yeah, he's got a lot more ERS at the moment than Original Blazers. There's nearly a position change there. Actually, no, it is a position change. Bryony has now been overtaken by F1 Union, so now F1 Union is up into the top 3, as that is Fliniester going very slowly as he pulls off the road there, thankfully not getting in the way of anyone. How has Charlie gotten wing damage, as he's now got Toxic Squid all over the back of him? I'm sure he'll be more worried about that than the wing damage at the moment, but Toxic Squid just about stays behind for the time being, as Fliniester is getting back on the road, luckily not getting in the way of anyone. He is a lap down, so I'm sure he'll probably retire at the end of this race, but at least he didn't, at least he came back, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, it hasn't been the cleanest race. It's been alright from the majority of the drivers, but just, I mean, to be fair, I think this track is always going to be quite chaotic. It's quite tight at a lot of points, and Spain next week is quite a bit easier to go side by side with people, so yeah, probably should be a little bit better, but overall not been too bad, as we've got 5 laps to go now, and it looks like Bryony would like to get back past F1 Union, because F1 Union hasn't got off into the distance too much, as meanwhile XFL Charlie and Toxic Squid going side by side into turn 1. They leave each other room, thankfully, and it looks like XFL Charlie's just about going to have to back out of that. Oh, and actually no, he tried to hang on in there, but didn't quite have it in him to stay alongside. And now Toxic Squid up into 8th place. Fair play to both Hasses, because they were outside of the points not too long ago, and now they're running 8th and 7th. Pardon? Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Haas team leader in this league, so. Pardon? Yeah, I'm just in the Haas in this league. I mean, I do feel a bit of responsibility towards Haas since I race in it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm not officially a team leader we don't have team leaders in this league. So yeah, as we now come on to complete lap 31 and go on to lap 32 of this race, 4 to go. HS Redders has a very nice lead indeed at the moment. 3.6 seconds as it actually further back. Lucas gets past Y2004 DTI, so I believe Y2004 must have made a mistake somewhere as EXFL Charlie is trying to get past Toxic Squid again. That's a bit of a stupid move there, I can't lie. Charlie just about keeps it out of the barriers. Toxic Squid saw him coming and gave him room, thankfully, but that could have been an airplane crash if they weren't careful. Thankfully, Toxic Squid at least was careful and saw it coming and just about gave EXFL Charlie enough room. But I mean, Charlie is trying every trick in the book to get back past Toxic Squid with that broken front wing. Obviously, this is the worst place for him because it's the high-speed corners, so that's where he'll lose the most from not having a front wing. So yeah. Not a lot else going on. Bryony and F1 Union still fighting it out for P3 at the moment. Bryony has got a lot more ERS than F1 Union, so we could see a change of position down this straight actually as we exit turn 15. DRS enabled any second now for Bryony. Yep, there it goes. The little letterbox in the rear wing opens, as Martin Brundle always says, but I think Bryony is just a little bit too far back from F1 Union to make a move on the Alfa Romeo driver, so he stays behind for the time being. But we'll have to see if it changes. It's not out of the question that it could. These two are fighting for position, as neither of them do have time penalties. So let's have a look at the time penalty. Actually, no. Charlie and Lucas going side by side. Oh my God! Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, that was Charlie's fault, to be honest. As both McLarens. Safety car! Oh! What? Did he crash? Oh, was it with anyone else, or? Joshua Jack's got a drive-through! Oh my God, that safety car is completely and he's left. How have we even got a safety car? There's only 3 laps to go. Yeah, alright then, so... Oh, so that safety car has now shook everything up very much indeed. Right then, as Charlie leaves the session, and I think, did Charlie retire from that crash? It looked like he survived it, so... Oh, right, as HS Reddit's pits. Okay, actually no, I think he was getting rid of his 5 second. So, in terms of damage limitation, I think that was probably a smart move from HS Redders to get rid of that 5 second into these final stages. He'll rejoin in 7th, just behind Shiv Sangani. So yeah, I mean, that's a fairly big penalty for XFL Charlie, I'm afraid. That's true. That's very, very true. I mean, Bryony and F1 Union have been quite close the entire race. So if they fight just enough that that they have quite a big crash, then, well, not a bit, hopefully not a big crash, but like if they just lose each other enough time, it could allow Kieran to get back past again. So yeah, and I mean just for like, I'll invite Joshua Jack back, but I don't think he'll rejoin. I mean, yeah, it'll be 1 racing lap, so I can't in this lap, right then. So barely even a lap of safety car, and oh, I feel sorry for Flynn because Flynn's not going to make it, I don't think, and he's got a delta as well, or limiter. Or actually, no, I don't know what's happening. Actually, no, he's got an illegal overtake on Jake, I believe, so I do feel sorry for him. Right then, so Joshua Jack's AI will restart this race on lap 34. Barely a lap of safety car, and we will be getting underway once again. F1 Union technically leads this race. He'll be reacting to Joshua Jack's AI whenever it chooses to go. He's using his overtake, actually, while... It's an interesting strategy, I'm not sure why. And it looks like Joshua Jack's AI has now gone. So we are back underway with a little more than a lap to go as we've got nearly 4 wide into turn 1. Jesus Christ. Bryony is just about staying ahead of all of this. Original Blazers trying to go around the outside. HS Redders going side by side with an Original Blazers. As in the background, GXL Hallam, Lucas going side by side. Somehow everyone's still pointing in the right direction as the 2 Hasses in the background going side by side as well. One of the racing points getting shoved off there. Toxic Squid goes off the road, nearly gets collided collected by his teammate Shiv Sangani, but somehow they're all still pointing in the right direction, so that's very nice to see indeed. F1 Union leads on lap 35 of 36 with Bryony right on his tail. HS Redders has a good restart. He's back up into the top 3 positions. GXL Hallam. Oh, HS Redders nearly loses it there. Sorry to cut across you, Harrison. HS Redders collected the curb on the inside. He nearly spun once again. That one, actually, no, not once again. It was Joshua Jack who spun before. But yeah, that was a close call there for HS Redders, who runs third, as we're now coming on to complete the final lap of this race. Then, that's very true. I don't think that there's not going to be any DRS, so he's going to have to do it all okay, but actually he's going to be more worried about the fact that HS Redders is trying to overtake him into turn 1 now, and they're going side by side inside line for Bryony, but HS Redders swoops around the outside of Bryony and takes P2, but Bryony doesn't have a time penalty, so he will most likely be back past. Now HS Redders is sizing up a move on F1 Union. Soft tyres on that Mercedes. He will be a very fast driver indeed at this point in time, so he could still win this race on track, but F1 Union doesn't have a time penalty, so he will probably win it unless something massive happens, but we'll have to see, as we are now coming into the final sector of this race, and it has come down to the wire. HS Redders versus F1 Union, on track at least for the win. HS Redders nearly did what he did the lap before and collected the curb on the inside, and that's ruined his run out of that corner, and he's now just a little bit too far back from F1 Union to make a move as we come into the chicane for the final time of this race. HS Redders is going to try absolutely everything he can into these final couple of corners, but I don't think it's enough, and it looks like out of the final corner for F1 Union, unless HS Redders can do something about it, it's side by side across the line, but F1 Union takes the win here at GXL Tier 2 Zandvoort. Oh, that was close. Bryony gets P2. Original Blazers does get a second podium in a row. HS Redders has to settle for 4th in the end on time penalties. GXL Hallam is 5th. Lucas 6th for Racing Point. Toxic Squid is 7th ahead of his teammate Shiv Sangani. Y2004 DTI is 9th in the Ferrari ahead of the AI of Joshua Jack. And then Fliniesta will come round as the final real-life driver to complete the race. Oh dear. I do feel sorry for Joshua Jack. Like, I mean, that wasn't his fault, I don't think. But yeah. Well then. Well, that is the Jarvis an admin. I got a lot of new people in. Yeah, it looks like Charlie is unhappy with Lucas, which, yeah, he's talking about that incident just before the final safety car was deployed. So a bit of controversy here today. I think there was quite a lot of incidents in that race. But yeah, I'm sure it will be all sorted out in the end. But here are the results then. F1 Union takes the win ahead of Bryony. Original Blazers gets his second podium in a row in 3rd. HS Redders 4th. GXL Hallam 5th. Toxic Squid 6th. Shiv Sangani 7th. Lucas 8th. Y2004 DTI 9th. Joshua Jack 10th. Fliniesta 11th. SDKJ 12th. 13th is GXL for Charlie. GXL Dragon 14th. Shark Hill 15th. 16th. Kian Reynolds. Gamer Boy 17th. And Magma Beast 18th. So then, yeah, so a great drive from them. I will invite the top 3 to the party. See if they will have an interview. As F1 Union's joined, so that's nice. Bit of heavy breathing there.
I'm so out of breath. Jesus Christ. Jaden, congrats on the win, mate, by the way.
Thank you so much.
That was a close one. If you could all include your audios, please.
I think my audio's included. It says it is.
All right then. So it should be.
So well done on the podium, mate. Another podium. I
Thank
think you're
you.
leading this thing now.
I think I am actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that was madness. Jesus.
I was. Oh my god.
Just incredibly
Right then.
moving.
So
Congrats on P2 by the way as well, Bryony.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done,
if
Brian.
you could
That was a
include your
great
audio,
battle.
please, Brian.
I was secretly hoping that you two would take each other out and I could clinch another win.
That's very
Yeah.
mean.
Thanks.
Okay, right. We'll start with the interviews then. Bryony, that was pretty good. Actually, no. I start with Kieran because Kieran was third.
Hello.
Kieran, second podium in a row.
I know. I'm as shocked as you are, especially given last week. Sorry, I had to shout really loudly because my brother said goodbye. I'll kick him. No, but I have no idea how I did that. I think it was mostly just down to staying out of trouble, like I did in the XFL. But this time I just had a better reward in it.
Yeah, there was a bit of chaos up and down the field. What was your view on the incidents?
Well, I didn't see many of them because for a lot of it I was in my own world. But Lucas, as much as he's like a very, very close personal friend of mine, and I like teammate and everything, he was in the wrong in if most of the incidents that I saw with him in. I know he's probably going to hear this and going to hate me and come fucking hound me for it, but he got angry, is what I think, and then it all just spiraled out of there.
Yeah, there were a couple of incidents involving Lucas, so could be some penalty points coming in his way, unfortunately. We don't really see Lucas get angry that often. I think he's quite a calm individual.
He got hit by Flint under the first safety car, and then
Oh.
I'm not gonna say what I actually did see because it would land me in a lot of hot water as a team, but yeah, he got hit and that really pissed him off.
Were you in a party with him then?
No, I just saw it all unfold.
Oh, right. Okay, well that is Original Blazers' view on those incidents then. Thank you for that,
No
Kieran,
problem.
and well done on your second podium in a row.
Thank you.
Bryony.
Yep.
Well, P2. That's a good result for you. Talk me through your race.
It was very eventful, and exciting. There was lots of things I needed to work out when I was going into safety cars, and I did get very stressed, so, and a very eventful race.
Yeah, it was quite eventful indeed. You and your teammate were running in the podium places until Fliniesta, your teammate, unfortunately was involved in some incidents. Do you feel sorry for him because you were all?
Well, I didn't see the incident, but whatever happened, I'm sorry for what happened because he was running very well, and we were working well as a team. So I do think that we could have come away with a good team result after that one, but it was unfortunate.
Yeah, good points for Red Bull in the championship as well. Do you think you could possibly win the Constructors' Championship?
I mean that's what the goal is. I don't think I'm going to charge for a championship drivers win because I think that's out of the question for me at the moment. But Red Bull could do well in the Constructors.
Thank you, Bryony, and well done on P2.
Thank you very much.
Right then, Jaden.
Oh, damn it. I had my mic mute.
Oh,
Sorry. There we go.
He's
I said hello, and then you said Jaden again. I was like, oh. Anyway, hello.
Well, you got a win today. It's not your first win, is it, or is it?
It is.
It is your first
It's
win.
my first
All right
win.
then. And in dramatic circumstances as well.
I couldn't have asked for a better race. I had 2 screen freezes as well.
Oh wow.
Because, yeah, when I lost the position
Oh yeah,
to
I
Brad,
saw.
and then
Yeah, I
on
saw
earlier,
that.
I had my EX4 race earlier, and on the formation lap, I disconnected because everyone had an X on their name. The same thing happened on this formation lap, so I got flashbacks and was so scared. So I'm really glad that Codemasters was nice for me this evening. Oof.
It was very close in the end. Did you feel under pressure by HS Redders?
I think under pressure is a bit of an understatement. All race, I was sweating so much. And then when my teammate Kian retired, a safety car brought out, and the relief I got. And then another safety car came out. And then that was when I knew I can win this. I can definitely win this. And Redder was kind of the one who helped me in that because he overtook Bruni. And then I wanted to say, please can I just beat him on track? I know if he overtakes me, I'll still win, but please can I beat him on track? And I got what I wanted.
Indeed. Yeah, very well done to you today. Very good race from you.
Thank you.
Well, that is it for interviews then. I've run out of questions to ask, albeit quite quickly because I'm not the best at interviews. But thank you to all three of you for joining, and well done on your podium. We will be back next week for GXL Tier 2, which I believe is at Spain. So be sure to join us then, and be sure to join us for Tier 1 tomorrow. We will see you when GXL returns.